Hello and welcome everyone. It is MC Lumberjack and I am back with part 2 of Matchday 6 for the SSL Minor League. This day we'll be starting with Crunktab FC versus North Shore United, Inter London versus CS Rova, McLumberjack, and then we ended off with Sol MFC versus AF Mask Sacres. Let's start this off. Crunktab FC versus North Shore United. Gonna be an exciting match. Crunktab with the asymmetrical. It's almost like a 4-2-4, but very asymmetrical. And North Shore also with a very asymmetrical setup. Look at the current standing. As we are going to get into this game. Teams huddling around. And we are off. It is Crunktab with the ball. So we got McGarry to Apostle. Getting it to Itar. Passes to Magul. Back to Magul here. As James intercepts. And that ends the first moment of the game. Al-Kazmi now. To Apostle. Oliver has some space here. Gets it to Bloodflame, and Bloodflame finishes that. I was going to look for a referee, but that's just on. And Bloodflame just scores 3 minutes into the game. Let's see that again. Honestly, it made it look elementary. The fence from North Shore seemed to be completely out of position. Gibraltar not covering his woman. And that's a really early start for Crunktab. Bloodflame, of course, one of the top scorers in the minor division last season. Looking to do that again. So we now have Mitidero. Soldic to James. Banana shoots from distance. There was some dip on that ball. Almost managed to get back into the goal, but couldn't get enough on it. As North Shore once again in the attack. Pruny, Apostle makes a interception there. It looked like a bad tackle. We're gonna have to check with VAR here. And it's a penalty awarded. Penalty for North Shore. This could be a massive moment for them. The spotlight is on Buffoon and James. Who is gonna win this one-on-one? He's adjusting his socks. Trying to throw the goalkeeper off. He shoots. Oh, and he scores. Goes right down the middle. Buffoon picks a corner and it's the wrong one as Brody James scores the 1-1. 17 minutes in. Crunktab 1 and North Shore 1. An exciting start to this game. Both these teams seem neck and neck so far. We already have Oliver now. With a cross. Ooh. Bloodflame almost gets her head on it. Corner now from Oliver. James intercepts. He has some pace here. Doesn't get it to Pruny. And Al-Kazmi is able to recollect. Throw with the ball. Barely gets it to Wentworth. And Andrews boots it upfield. And Buffoon now plays it long. Ooh, big mistake there. Machado is able to collect the ball there. Dribbles towards the goal. Gets it to Bloodflame. Bloodflame finishes. It's another goal for Crunktab, and it's another goal for Bloodflame. She is on fire. Almost a repeat goal here. Just gets the ball right in front of the goal, and Bloodflame able to lose her marker and finish that. Beautifully done. And Crunktab once again in control of this match. As we have a chance for North Shore, who is looking to get another quick equalizer here. James now gets it to Andrews. Andrews shoots! Oh, and it's a beautiful shot. Buffon really has to have some reflexes for that one, but he gets it out, and it's now out for a corner. So we have Zoldyk Jr. with the corner, takes it, whips it in, recollects the ball, gets it back. Rashford tries to head it. Easy to collect for Buffon. You're not going to trouble him with that. So we have North Shore playing out from the back. Machado once again able to collect together with Apostle. Now Oliver sprinting towards the goal. Rashford makes an important interception there. Oliver is able to recollect and crosses it in to Stroh. Stroh almost heads it over Chicken. Not that impressive. Chicken is a very short feller, but he just hits the top of the goal there. As we go into the last 5 minutes of the first half, I think Krungtep will be happy to go into this half with a lead. North Shore might have something to say about it. Now Zoldyk. Zoldyk, chance for a shot. He shoots. Oh, and it's a beautiful goal inside the post. He just calmly dribbles it in the area and finishes it very coolly. Zoldyk a lot of in possession this game, and he decided to just do it by himself. Very hard ball to save for Buffon. Very nice taken by Zoldyk. And Krungtep is going to be disappointed not going into the half with that lead they had for a while. But all in all, the stats are very equal. I think it's deserved for North Shore to equalize there. And it just makes me more excited for the next half, because anything can happen still here. Hard to separate these two teams. North Shore with more chances, with Krungtep with more valuable chances. And let's see how that changes in the second half. Will we have some substitutions? Will we have a change of strategy, perhaps? Will these coaches inspire their team to perform even better, to an even higher level? And of course, every point is going to matter in this season, because we all know next season we will have 2 divisions, even in the minors. So it is essential to get in that top 6, and I think those middle 6 places are going to be hotly contended this season. I think that middle pack is going to have very little to separate them, so any point you can get early in the season will be massive later on. As we begin our second half, Krungtep 2, North Shore United 2, and North Shore with the ball. We have Rashford. Gets it to Mitidero. James might have been offside there, but he's not. Some pressure put on there. In the end, it ends to nothing, as we have North Shore once again with an attack. Apostle is able to recollect the ball. Gets it to Oliver. A lot of pressure here from North Shore. And we have Itar now. The big man boots it back to the keeper. He saw danger and he wasn't having any of it. Better to be safe than sorry. So we have Oliver going down the wing. Nice pass all the way to Stroh. Gets he there. Ooh, that would have been a very impressive goal. Hitting the volley like that first time. Hard to do for anyone. As we have Zoldyk now. Standout performance so far for North Shore. Stroh to Al Kazmi. Ooh, bad pass, and James is able to recollect. He goes alone on goal. He shoots, and he shoots straight at the keeper. Buffon with a nice save. But he really could have done more with that. I also saw Banana. He wasn't running with him. He couldn't have. He could have had a possibility to pass there. But Banana didn't make the run. Unfortunate, as Andrews now has the ball. To Gibraltar. Mitidero. Goes wide over. I think a little miscommunication between Banana and James there. Could have been an easier chance. But a good chance nonetheless. as we have an exciting first 5 minutes of the second half. The game has been a joy for all the neutrals. Probably a little bit stressful for both the Krungtap and the North Shore fans. So we now have Machado going down the wing to Stro. Some spaces here. Bloodflame has the ball. Very much space with Machado. Gets it deep. Nice pass from Bloodflame. Machado goes down the wing. Passes it. Ooh, and it gets intercepted. Very well played out attack. That might not be over here as Wentworth recollects the ball and gets it to Oliver. Oliver, bit of space there, bit of pace there, and to Bloodflame, and Bloodflame gets the hat-trick. Her 4th goal of the season. She had a slow start, but she's heating up now. It's Elizabeth Bloodflame with her hat-trick. Clinical in the box. Give her a tiny chance and she'll take it. Showing some last season form right now. As Krungtap once again take the lead for the 3rd time in this game. And they will be hoping to take care of it this time. Just as North Shore is hoping to once again equalize. And we now have Stro to Okazmi. Itar. Bloodflame with the ball. Some nice passing here from Krungtap. Keeping possession. Oliver does not pass his man. Banana is able to intercept. But Oliver gets it back. Apostle now. Apostle chance for a shot. Oh, and it gets deflected. It gets deflected and it puts Chicken on the wrong leg. And he isn't able to get to it. Unfortunate. We don't know exactly who deflected it. But let's see. It counts as an own goal, but I would count it for Apostle. Yeah, it goes... just hits Geisberg and it goes in the goal. Very unlucky for Chicken, very unlucky for Geisberg, and honestly, should have counted for the other player, but you know, the stats don't lie. As Andrews now has a corner. North Shore now 2 goals behind. They haven't had this all game. Rashford with the ball. Chance for a shot, and Buffoon collects. "60 minutes in. Suddenly the tide has changed massively by those 2 goals from Krungtap. Can they extend on this momentum as there's a cross in the goal? Oh, Bloodflame heads it over. Bloodflame still hungry, looking for that 4th. As we go into the final 15 minutes of regulation time. This has been a close game for most of it, but now Krungtap seems to be playing this out. Unless Rashford, if he has something to say about it, he just doesn't hit it good enough. And Buffoon doesn't even need to save that ball. Krungtap with 4 goals, only 2.16 XG. The XG is actually very similar. Krungtap has just been way more clinical. And with Krungtap, I almost mean Elizabeth Bloodflame. She got 3 of those goals, and all 3 clinical. Ooh, Machado now has the ball. There's some space for Apostle. Apostle gets it. He shoots. He misses. Kind of far over. And it does not seem like North Shore is going to be able to come back here unless they get a goal here. Ooh. Okay, it wasn't seen as a foul there. North Shore keeps possession though. Gets it. Oh, almost gets it to Rashford. Nice pass, but just gets intercepted. Now into the final couple minutes. It's looking like this will be the end score. Once again, North Shore on the attack though. Andrews dribbles with it, shoots it, and it goes over. It has not been North Shore's day these last 20 to 30 minutes. They've had a lot of opportunities, but just couldn't get it quite on target. And now with 1 minute left to go, there is just simply not enough time to equalize this or anything else. Oliver now to Bloodflame. Bloodflame once more. Passes to Machado. Doesn't get there. Apostle shoots. It goes over. And I think the referee will probably call it here. As we go into the last 10 seconds of this exciting game. A lot of goals. Good to see Bloodflame back in form. Glimpses of brilliance from North Shore, but in the end, Not good enough. Not the best performance from Fiery Chicken, unfortunately. And Elizabeth Bloodflame with a 9.4 and a hat-trick. Deserved player of the match. And that was a beautiful game to start the second part of the Minors Matchday 6. And I'm excited to go on to the next one. And the next one, of course, is Inter London versus CS Rova Mpanyaka. Inter London, really a surprise team so far. All the way up in 4th place before the results of this match day. Really unexpected for a lot of people. And then CS Rova all the way up in 2nd place, also unexpected. So this is going to be a very exciting match. CS Rova, a little bit more expected Inter London. Inter London having a terrible season last season, but doing way better now. CS Rova being decent last season, but now really challenging for that top 3 position. So let's see who is going to take this win. Is it going to be CS Rova or Inter London? As you can see here, CS Rova still 2nd place on the leaderboards here. Inter dropped down to 6th place because of earlier results. And that is the start of the match. We have O'Neill with a free kick. Gagne is able to collect. To Bear. To Watt. Some space for Watt to shoot, but it gets blocked. So now have Blanco with the corner for Inter London. Gets it up high. Gagne almost gets to it. Or is almost able to head it down. But it goes over. Once again, Inter London in possession as we have Blanco on the ball right now. Gets it to Gagne. And Kovacs. To Bear. Playing it back. Not taking any risk here. We've Gun Jr. Passing it far. Tank Destro, no. Oh, once again, Inter London regain possession. A little scrappy here. Kovacs ends up with the ball. It's Alves going down the wing. Crosses here. Ooh! Cappellari is almost able to get to that. That could have been a goal, but he just doesn't have the timing or the space right there. So we now have Q Jr., the pace demon down the wing. Gets past his man, gets it to Schuurmans. Schuurmans gets it to Hughes Galloway, but he heads it. I think he should have taken a touch there. I think there was time for that. He heads it at goal. And now we have Tank Destro with a free kick. Ooh. Suddenly some quick fire chances here as Tank Destro barely misses the goal there. More possession for CS Rova, but Inter London with the highest quality chances so far. Let's see if this lasts. It's been a contested game so far. Smalls now. A little time of attack here for CS Rova. Smalls, chance to cross, gets blocked. Kalinis gets it though. Ooh, it gets deflected, but Guns is able to have super quick reflexes and get that out of the goal. So we now have a corner for CS Rova with danger. Whips it in. Kirk gets it, but doesn't do anything with it. Going into the first 30 minutes of this game has been very tight. Both teams not giving them too much. And not giving up a goal, either of them. As we now have Schuurmans to Tank Destro. Some space here for CS Rova. Q Jr. sees the space, runs into it, crosses it. Destro gets to it, but it just heads it over. Defense of Inter London is very capable of dealing with these high balls. As danger comes with another corner. Crosses it in. A little low, doesn't get there. Schuurmans, chance for a shot here. Oh, and it goes in! What a beautiful volley from Schuurmans. I need to see that in a replay. Gets headed towards him. Doesn't get deflected, just an absolute belter. Beautiful shot from Schuurmans. He's going to be happy with that one. As Ciezrova is now on the offensive. In the corner, it's danger. Gets it in the middle. Ooh, almost finds his man. Hughes Galloway keeps the ball though. And Schuurmans is able to collect. Dribbles down the side. Gets a cross in. No one hits it. Oh, and it gets cleared right into the head of Youngman Smalls. And he's able to head it past Gunn Jr. Unfortunate. Let's see this again. And it's just clear from the defender. Just hits Smalls in the head. Paya hits Smalls in the head. Not much he could do about that. Incredible reaction from Smalls. Must have had a headache after that. And it's 2-0 for Ciezrova. Taking control of this match now. Starting off slow. Still, purely looking at the stats. Actually, purely looking at XG. Inter London is still ahead. However, they've had 4 shots, 0 on targets. Ciezrova has had 9 shots, 4 on target. And they had 2 goals, which is 2 more than Inter London has. If you do the math. Exciting match so far. Started a little bit slow, but Ciezrova burst onto the scene all of a sudden. See if there's any halftime substitutions. So we look at the beautifully designed crests here for a bit. We do see a substitution. Arthur Kane comes in for Voltan. Oh, and Arjen Fjord comes in for Mat Opsu Rongsport Turk. Interesting. Interesting pick there. So we have Q, who gets tackled. O'Neill gets a talking to from the referee. He does not want to see more of that from O'Neill. Gotta be careful there. Gets away with a warning though. So we have Blanco for Inter London with the corner. Whips it in. That's the nothing. O'Neill is able to recollect. Gets it to Bear. Kovacs with some saves. Paya! Ooh, Paya almost curls it in, but Schwarzer is too alert for a near corner goal like that. Q Jr. to Smalls. To Q. Schuurmans gets tackled by Gagne. Uh-oh. What does the VAR say? It looked like a tackle. It looked like a penalty from this point of view. And it is. VAR agrees. Tank Denstro steps up to the spot. Gunn Jr. Can he save this? He cannot. As Ciezrova scored their 3rd. Tank Denstro with his 5th of the season finishes the penalty without any hassle. Just when you thought Inter London was like getting into the game again. Just a heartbreaking 3rd goal here, and it's going to be extremely tough to get back from this. Although Inter London has done it before. I think they've set 3-0 as the most dangerous lead in the Simulation Soccer League, and it was almost proven right as Kovacs heads it just over the goal. As the minutes keep ticking by, London is getting more and more in trouble. But they have the ball now. Chance to build up an attack. So we get Blanco to Bear. To Gagne. Gagne gets it to Kane. Kane shoots! Oh, and Schwarzer has a nice save, but he's offside anyway. Good for the confidence for Schwarzer. He still got it as Kovacs. Now a bad pass from Skofgard. Kovacs has the ball. Paya's free. Gets it to Gagne. Back to Paya. Paya shoots. It gets blocked by his own player. Oh no. Unfortunate. Inter finding their footing in the match. Putting a lot of pressure here. It's hard to get the ball out for Siazrova. Siazrova, get it to Kovacs. Ooh, almost in the middle. Gagne now. Chance for a cross. Passes to Kovacs. Paya. He's going to go for a shoot. O'Neal. Oh, and Schwarzer with another amazing save. Inter London pummeling the goal of Siazrova, but they stand strong and they hold tall. As O'Neal crosses it in. But it goes to nothing. Into the 70th minute. Once again, O'Neal with a corner. Inter London really putting on a final offensive here. Pulling up every trick in the book, but it once again does not go in. Another corner for Inter London with Blanco. And this one leads to nothing. Inter London is not able to find the back of the net, despite giving it their all. Zwart crosses it. Oh, gets it to Schuurmans, but doesn't hit anything. Now into the final 15 minutes. Inter London definitely deserved a goal out of this game. At least one. But it does not look like they'll be able to find that. As Siazrova comes away. Quite a decisive victory here. 3-0 against a good performing team. Really cementing their second place right now. As Kane has the ball now to Kovacs. Shoots. And it was very far wide. So like I was saying, Siazrova making it hard for Kaapstad, who was the favorite to be in that top 2 position together with Paris. Siazrova is really fighting for their spot here. As they win probably 3-0, but Q Jr. might have something to say about it. Oh, bad pass, Smalls. Ooh, able to recollect. Little mistake in defense there from Inter London. Could have made it 4. But Siazrova does not finish that one, as we are at the end of the game. The ref is probably going to call it here. Unless he's feeling frisky. He is not. That is it. Siazrova McLumberjack 3, Inter London 0. Good performance from Miguel Alves, even on the losing side. To be fair, 7.5 in a 3-0 defeat is not easy. As we have for Siazrova, the goals were very spread out. The assists were also very spread out. It's honestly just a team effort, this win. And you've been seeing this all season. Siazrova seem to have good synergy. The newbies have fitted in well to their team. And they are firing on all cylinders right now. And with that, we are to our final match. It is Seoul MFC versus AF Muskrakas. This is once again has the potential to be a very good match. Although Seoul is struggling a little bit this season so far. So I would call AF Muskrakas definitely the overdog here. But crazier things have happened. And crazier things will happen. And maybe today is that day. There's only one way to find out, and it is to watch this game. As we see the formation of Seoul Mythic. 5 at the back, 3 at the back, whatever you want to call it. And a very simple, basic 4-2-4 for Muskrakas. In 7th right now, could go all the way up to 3rd if they win this. Would be a massive win for them. Let's see. As we are off. Hoping for another exciting 90 minutes of good SSL football here in the minor league. I hope everyone's enjoying it, because I sure am. As we have Ken. Doug has it. Hung Min. Ooh. He's offside. Nice opportunity there early on for Seoul. Now, Primaris. Ooh, Jenkins gets the ball. A lot of space here. He shoots. Ooh, I think he should have gone for a cross there. He went for himself. Had every right to, because he did make the chance himself. But I think the higher XG would have been to pass. As now Ken, another attack here from Seoul. But it gets blocked for a corner. Seoul out of the start gates really fast here. Overwhelming AF Musk so far. As the corner comes in, but gets cleared easily. Musk's definitely in possession with most of the ball, but so far the chances have been for Seoul. Let's see if this lasts. As McLeod intercepts the ball to Voikoko, to Lasso. Lasso dribbles, gets it in front of the goal, but oh, there's no one to finish. Nice reflexes from the goalkeeper there. We now have McNeil, one of the first round drafters. With a cross, but it gets stopped. Musks is able to recollect here. So we have Karas to Warwick. Back to Karas. Seeing this possession-based play that they're doing here. To Musicana. Back to Warwick. Deep ball to McNeil. Gets it to Lam. Nice pass. Nice shot. Nice goal. That's Nico Lam. Scores the 1-0. Beautifully played out attack. That is an attack worthy of top 3 position, which Musks would be in if the score stands as it is. Beautiful pass to McNeil, and McNeil just extends, and Lam with a deadly finish there. Might have been his first goal of the season. I don't know if I saw that correctly, but great play there. We are now in the 35th minute, and Tyrell takes a free kick. Oh, and Lam almost with a second. Beautiful free kick to Mizukana, who heads it down to Lam. The great reflex from the goalkeeper. Musk's really getting into the game now. Has Seoul something to say about it? As we have Salazar down the wing. Crosses it, gets it to Kim Young-min, and he scores. And it's 1-1. Excitement is in the building as it is 1-1. By a beautiful played attack from Seoul Mythic FC. The game is all level. Anyone's game. Everything can happen. Salazar crosses it. Young-min just there to finish it. Clinical. Musk would have loved to go into halftime with that 1-0 lead. Not going to be so lucky though, as it ends 1-1 in the first half. Seoul with more chances, or higher XG chances. Musks with a little bit more possession. So far a very even game. Definitely came in waves. Seoul was definitely strongest at the start. And then Musk really got into the game, got the goal, kept pushing. But then Seoul managed to return. And once again, it's 1-1. It's all equal. And I think Seoul is going to be happy with how they played so far. And I think Musk would have probably expected to be a little bit more in control of this game. But this just tells you nothing is certain. Everything can happen. And the standings so early in the season don't really matter. Don't give you a proper indication of who is going to be good and who's going to be less good over the course of a season. As we check out, once again, these beautiful logos. I don't know who designed them, but they're beautiful. And we go to our halftime substitutions, if there are any. And there are. Red Panda and Anthony Simmons are coming in for Seoul. And Simmons instantly has the ball here. Chance for a shot. Oh, that would have been an impact sub if I've ever seen one. In the game for 1:30. Almost as a goal there. So now Fuekoko crosses it. Doesn't get to anyone. And we have Terrell. To Monroe. To Walker. Walker and the McNeil connection there. To Chevalier. Monroe shoots. And he misses. The first 10 minutes of the second half go by relatively quietly. Some minor chances here and there. But nothing too major. Although it does seem, just from the stats, that Saul is having a good start to this half. Being in possession, having a corner now. Simmons collects the ball after that. A lot of pressure on both, but he manages to play the safe pass. Gets it to Ken. Ken crosses. Ooh, does not hit the people, but Jenkins now to Panda. Panda shoots. Ooh, what a belter of a shot, but it just goes into the side netting. Isn't able to finish that. There was some power behind that. With 15 minutes remaining, both of these teams still has all possibility to get the 3 points here. The ball goes to Jenkins. Gets intercepted. Chance for counter here for Musks. Monroe with the ball. Gets it down the wing. Edge of the area. Ooh, doesn't get it to Walker. And now there's another counter chance. Back. Very scrappy. They keep depositing the ball in the opponent's feet. There's a cross here. McNeil now. A little bit of, I would say, rest, but then he instantly lost the ball again. And once again, now Terrell to Walker. All of a sudden he's free. And it's saved. It's saved by Slottenberg. What a beautiful save. Very important save in the 75th minute. Now Warwick with the corner. Almost gets it to Walker, but he's not able to get high enough to get to it. As that ends the attack. I think Sol Mythic is going to be very happy that didn't lead to anything. And now Sol once again on the attack. Loses the ball, but Lasso gets it back. Ken. A lot of space here. Crosses it in. Oh, and it's hit away by Moback. But Red Panda is able to finish it. Oh no. Moback wasn't able to get to it fully, so he had to punch it out. Let's see this again. Cross from Ken. Punches it out and Panda is there to finish. Unfortunate, and all of a sudden Sol Mythic on course to win the 3 points of this game. Unless Monroe has something to say about it, he is off the races from the kickoff. Musks now from behind. Warwick crosses it. Ooh, Slottenberg faced us. Some big saves made by Slottenberg this game. So we go into the final 5 minutes. I think relatively unexpected results here with the form Musks has been having. And it seems like it's going to end 2-1 for Sol Mythic FC. Maybe a final chance here as Ken has the ball for Sol Mythic. Crosses it, doesn't get to the man. But they recollect possession. Once again Ken, once again he crosses. But this time Moback is able to collect it. And we have only 30 seconds left. Is there some final minute magic from Musks? Or will Sol Mythic take all 3 points here? Walker has the ball. Tries to put a long ball in, but he doesn't get there. Now Panda. Gives the ball away. Now Chevalier gives the ball away, and that is the end. The referee has had enough. As the score ends 2 for Sol Mythic FC, 1 for AF Musk Sacres. Very intense game. I think Sol Mythic is going to be over the moon with that. In the end, any of these teams could have won and it would have been a fair result. But I don't think anyone can say that Sol Mythic did not deserve this win. And it's back to the drawing board for Musks after this defeat. And that will also wrap up the second part of Matchday 6 for the minors. We've had some exciting matches. We've had some nice goals. And all I want to see is how the table has shaken up after this, frankly, exciting matchday. Let's just take a quick peek at what the table is doing before I will exit the commentator booth. As you can see, it's AS Paris in the first place. Then CS Rova Mapanyaka after this win in second with 15 points. Kaapstad in third, 10 points. Krungtap fourth, also 10 points. North Shore fifth, also 10 points. And Inter London sixth, also 10 points. Crazy, the divide there. Musk Sacres with 9 points in seventh. Seoul Mythic in eighth. Montreal in ninth. Rapid Magyar in 10. Cairo City in 11th. And Athenai FC in 12th. And this has been MC Lumberjack. I hope you've enjoyed, and I hope to see you next time.